Hi guys, yeah, my name is Nitin Malim. I conduct Virtualized Automation Training, Virtualized Orchestrator, and vSphere training. So uh, I basically takes classroom training, but because of this lockdown uh, and we cannot conduct the classroom training. I started uh, online training, but um my motivation to this video is basically to uh, I'm starting the actual video practicals, how we do the practicals on wireless automation, wireless orchestrator, and the vSphere. So I just was talking about classroom. I just we were doing the classroom training. Then I did the online training also, uh, but uh, the classroom and online training both are the similar way, but the benefit of online training is that you don't have to travel where the classroom location. So the online training was the beneficial, and we also got the good response on that. So basically, I I have many channels where you can get uh, contacted. Like I have blog. I wrote the blogs, and also I have some online training videos. So you can just go through that to have more knowledge how we teach and how we have the uh, quality of training. Yeah, so basically I just start with training courses, how we have designed. So like we have first it's visualize automation. So in visualize automation we basically teach the design part. We do the installation, and then practicals lab lab. Then we have uh, whisper overview. Basically, whisper overview, why we give, because we are using the whisper as an endpoint. So where it is useful to give whisper overview, because wireless automation is not just you have the complete knowledge. You should have the complete knowledge of whisper, and then you start a wireless automation. You can start from the once you start your career. So that is the beneficial of wireless automation, because wireless automation is not like a operation perspective. It is a automation and development tool. Okay. We give the whisper overview. Then we start with component, blueprint, then dev, distributed execution manager, then proxy manager, proxy agent, reservations, then network reservation, then business group, fabric group, and so on. So basically, we have designed, we have more components here, Windows automation. So basically, blueprint where we select template, DEM is a DEM proxy, and another is manager service. All two component are for come in installation. So we will cover at both end, because once we do installation, how we can configure the this vSphere as an endpoint, so that will come here. Then reservation, how we configure the reservation from the vSphere. Network reservation, what are the network type, we what are the things we consider for the network configuration on VM, or any uh, related to all the catalog services. So like network, uh, we have NSX or Infoblox or regular MS DHCP and DNS. Okay, and the business group. Business group is this is required for the, this is actually for the cluster configuration in VRA, and this is for the user configuration in VRA. Yeah, this is a overview of Virtualized automation. So just like we, this type of things we do practically also. So yeah, so we have the big setup of all the Virtualized automation lab. So this is the first thing that I wanted to give you. Yeah, here is some points where I can trace up here. So like one more point, I just forgot that service catalog. Okay, so service, why is this service catalog uh, is important? Because service catalog, we all this all the components which are we discuss here, which which is used to configure the service catalog. Service catalog will use the all the components and the provision the all the things is required. So service catalog, what comes in service catalog? Service catalog, first thing is come like virtual machine. We can provision the virtual machine, that can be the Windows or Linux. Then SRM SRM agent configuration thing, any application installation. Third one, so we can, yeah, with the many are thing, we can do the DB configuration, we can start a service, we can create the Active Directory users groups, all the things comes under the service catalog. We have to publish those as the service catalog in the VRA self-service portal. So that the things we can configure once the this configuration is in place. Okay, so that's the, I wanted to just stress upon that those things. This is the wireless automation completely. So just yeah, wireless orchestrator is an automation tool uh, which is used to customize your wireless automation workflows. So wireless automation itself has workflows which give you a predefined tasks. So we can do the provisioning of VM, but if you want to take that VM into the domain, you cannot do that using the virtualized automation. So we require virtualized orchestrator. So what type of workflows we can modify, what are the things required in virtualized automation orchestrator, that we will discuss, and we do the in the virtualized orchestrator. So like we have workflows, we can modify workflows, we can add our own workflows here there, we can create the actions, we can add the endpoints externally. So those things like we can do, like infoblox is a part of virtualized automation, but we do that integration from the virtualized orchestrator. So yeah, that is the come from as endpoints. Then suppose we have the some external proxies, or external um, uh, services, like service first, service now, that is the service desk tool. So we can configure that into the virtualized orchestrator. So yeah, so just like uh, workflow, then actions, then inventory we do in orchestrator, then endpoint addition, integration. Yeah, so here main part I can trace up again. Here is a subscription is a one feature of virtualized automation, we that particular use only for with the virtualized orchestrator. Okay, so virtualized orchestrator used to use these features in the virtualized automation. So that we will discuss once we have the practicals and the theoretical part more. This is very beneficial features, subscriptions. Yeah, so that's the things I wanted to trace up here. We have many things we can do through to the virtualized orchestrator. The next part of this only is that the scripting languages. So to to write to write workflows and actions, we require some scripting languages. To the scripting languages, that is we do the scripting through the one is PowerShell, very powerful language, or it's called as Power CLI in VMware, and second is JavaScript. We have hands-on on this as a one is overview, and then we do the practical according to our scenarios and labs. Okay, so these things we have the in place for the virtualized orchestrator. Then we have another topic, that is vSphere. So vSphere 66.06.5. One is vSphere. So in vSphere, what we do? In vSphere, we take the HA sessions, then DRA session, vMotion, VM management, troubleshooting in advance. Not like just like why vMotion is not working. We do the logs in detail, in deep logs, then analysis. Then we do the command line troubleshooting in ES6i, vCenter level. Then we do the complete environment analysis, vCenter to VM level, VMware logs. So that type of troubleshooting we do. Then VM management, how VMs, what are the things we can do around the virtual machines. Then cluster, what is the benefits of cluster, why we add the host into cluster. what are the functions we do on features we enable on the cluster level like HA, DRS. Those things we can learn, and we can go through. We do the practicals on that scenarios. So we have the storage vMotion also. We use the third party storage to configure. I have one lab which I will show you to which we perform to do the SV motions and configure the storage into the virtual machines. Yeah. So yeah, just like this, these things we can do in the vSphere topic. Yeah, one more point I want to just discuss with you, like what is the things we have the market right now. We have the complete market with the automation. So we have the uh, DevOps training also. We do the DevOps training completely with the practicals, with theoretical, with live industrial labs and the scenarios we do. Yeah, everything we have the place. So, but thing is that uh, we uh, we don't have the classroom. We do only have the online training as of now. So that's I wanted to discuss with you. We also give the some guidance on the company level, like whoever wants to design their infrastructure via virtualization infrastructure or cloud infrastructure. We help them, we consult them. So these things are there. So yeah, myself I do the consulting for the companies, many multinational companies, and since last 10 years I'm working on the same platform where I use my knowledge to help the many organizations. Yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, please subscribe, like this video, and comment if you want to add any topic or anything you want to add related to our trainings, or any practicals. If you want to demo any practicals, I will record, I will prepare that video. Thank you.